Patreon piddlies.
Ooh. Hey guys.
I'm Riley.
Oh.
No,
Hey, Drew's here. Drew's mic'd up today. No more screaming from the corner.
for now.
He was not here for the last
today.
3 episodes.
No, I definitely wasn't.
Yeah, you missed all those, huh? Just
I want to point out that I'm strictly technical help and I have no creative input in any delete every.
He had this great idea that we do these like slave hymnals.
God
yeah,
damn it.
he.
It's not about cutting
that
off
was him.
Whitey's feet.
That was him. I don't
Yeah.
remember anything after Drew was giving me shots of cough syrup.
That's it. Yeah. I recently I gave my daughter NyQuil for the first time
Yeah.
that she's ever had it while she was at my house this
and then
weekend.
watched her just be fucking hopped
It
up
was
on
kind of crazy because like she was like terrified. She's like, I don't know. I was like, just do it, pussy. You know? And she fucking slams it. Goes, oh, that tastes terrible. Ugh. And then we hang out for a minute. She's totally fine. She's like, all right, I'm gonna go to sleep. And she slept fine. Woke up not groggy. She was like, oh, that was really helpful. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck you. I'd take a shot of that shit. I'm fucked. Like I shouldn't even go to work the next day.
That's I don't know that it hits me like that, but
Yeah, NyQuil has always knocked me out. Like
I
hard.
took it for the first time. It was probably your ass getting me sick, but I was feeling a little shitty last week, and I slept for like 12 hours, which I
Mhm.
never, ever, ever fucking do. But I felt great the next day, and I
Benadryl is the one that really fucks me. Like
I can't
Benadryl
take the
makes
shit.
my stomach feel like it's full of cotton.
I don't know what psychopath put take 1 to 2 on the fucking on the directions or the
Uh-huh.
what do they call them? Yeah,
They're called directions.
medication directions. Yeah. 1 to 2. If I take 2,
'Cause
I'm straight up sleep paralysis. That's
Yeah,
not
you're done,
that's
yeah.
not an exaggeration.
what are they? Are they like 25 milligrams or are they 12.5?
I don't recall.
They're little pink pills.
I take
Well,
literally
yeah.
I take half of one. If I
Yeah.
take one, I'm like out cold.
Benadryl's weird for me because it makes me feel like I'm a stuffed animal. Like there's fucking cotton inside of me. I don't like
That's
that feeling.
Like you were being serious for real.
Yeah, like I don't like that feeling. I
That's
feel
funny.
just like ugh, like I get fucking shit poking out of me. Or
I know
something. It's
people who
weird.
get like
my stomach gets all weird and warm. I'm like,
I know people who it has the opposite effect where they get like super hyper like crazy
No.
Yeah.
when they take it.
Yeah. That's how I am with like a lot of sleep aids, a lot of which have diphenhydramine in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Benadryl, I don't know how I feel because I'm fucking out. Like I'm
Right.
done for a
I
solid.
feel like I slept.
That, yeah. And then the next day I can't.
My dreams are always wacky too. I don't.
Yes.
I do not normally
Yes.
remember my dreams. They have to be really fucking cool
Same.
dreams if I'm gonna remember one.
Well, they got to be like like I'm still in them when I wake up.
Yeah, exactly. But like, yeah, I have fucking real weird Benadryl dreams. I see the Hat Man.
Yeah. I see the dark man.
Great movie, Sam
I'm
Raimi.
still husky.
I like that.
um,
It's a good voice though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm whatever.
Sound like
I
a.
could sing some sick
a-
Melissa Etheridge
I
songs.
was gonna
right
say you
now.
sound like a mid-40s lesbian right now.
Come to my window.
Ooh, that was fucking
Go
good.
inside, wait by the light of the moon.
How is that so good? That's crazy.
Because I've actually been Melissa Etheridge this whole time.
I knew it. Famously a backup singer for Roy Orbison.
Yes, I did know that. All right, I have made an attempt today to get us a. This is like this might be harder than the weeks. I know, obviously, this is my first week back doing research for our main, but this might be harder than doing all the research. Is like my task every week is trying to find a Patreon episode now that we actually stay on task for.
What? That's never gonna happen.
So okay, this is the one that I came up with this week. This for this episode, right? So obviously, you guys probably know it's more prevalent now, but in the immediate aftermath of 9/11,
Okay.
most of the radio stations already at that point were owned by one company, Clear Channel, right?
Mhm.
Like,
Oh yeah. Clear Channel's a big deal.
yeah, like 80 or so percent.
Yeah, I think
of
it's
the-
still
I think
still actually that way. You drive fucking down the freeway, you see a bunch of billboards
I think-
for Clear Channel.
Yeah, I
shit.
think now they own like
Yeah.
90 something percent of the radio stations.
the fucking what would they be like? reggae. Now, like ska punk, like a ska punk band named Leftover Crack released the album. They're kind of ska-y, ska adjacent, rock steady. They do the song "Crack Rock Steady."
I mean, I definitely consider it more like punk rock, right?
They're very punk rock. But I think one of them's dead now. But they released the
No way.
album "Fuck World Trade" like a month after the World Trade Center, and it's got pictures of the fucking planes crashing into the buildings and like an oil
Jesus.
executive with a gas pump and like dollar bill signs in his eyes and shit. And one of their songs on there is "Clear Channel Fuck Off."
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that sentiment. But did you know in the immediate aftermath of 9/11, Clear Channel sent a memo out to all of its various radio stations across the country?
Said thoughts and prayers.
No, with a list of songs that some people call them band songs. Clear Channel says that the DJs could play them if they want, but they were adamantly urged not to do.
We at
so.
Clear Channel would advise you not to play the song "I'm going to fly a plane into the World Trade Center."
That sound it was, and that adamantly urged sounds like you get like one whoopsie, and then
don't play the famed "Death to America" song.
well, I'm gonna go down the list. I'm gonna sort of just hit some of the ones that I feel like. So some of them are because they're critical of America, right?
Hold on a second.
Some of
Are we
them-
doing a jokes about 9/11 episode?
Maybe, kinda.
Was this Drew's idea?
God,
This is
Damn it.
Drew.
Drew's idea to do the 9/11 joke episode, just like it was his idea to do the slave hymnals.
Drew's in his
Underground
Drew's in
Railroad
his
too.
Drew's in his hospital scrubs right now because
He's covered in infectious blood and mucus.
because
feces.
he
Piss.
planted a microchip in my brain so that he can feed so anything that I do that's even somewhat subversive. That's true actually.
Well,
Feeding
you
that
know, it was my
information.
idea too to just be producer Drew while it's your last names on here.
Yeah, it's
so
not bad.
fuck y'all.
Plausible
to
deniability.
all of our loyal Patreon listeners, we'll tell you. We will tell the rest of these jokers. It was all our idea. Patrick and I are the ones who say the offensive things. Drew just records shit.
Well, so the list of songs, some of them, like I said, are sort of like have some anti-government, anti-America sentiment to them. Some of them just have sort of, something about the music sounds maybe a little Middle Eastern, or they
Ooh.
talk about a place in the Middle East. Some of them just have arbitrary words in there, and so we're gonna go through and we're gonna pick apart some of these motherfuckers because it's fucking hilarious. And
Okay.
they're in alphabetical order by band. So
I actually do know a couple of these. I've
Okay.
heard of this list. There's one in particular that pisses me off.
So right out the gates, 311 down. Is it because the towers fell down and then the name of the song is down? Because I can't think. There's nothing about that song lyrically that's like.
Down, down, down. I'm gonna fly a plane into this fucking building. They changed their name to 9/11 just for that song.
Yeah.
If
I wouldn't like
Is
trying
that
to.
what it is? Is it 311 too close to 911?
I bet that's it.
It
Like trying to
must be.
channel like the vibe in that time, like the early 2000s. I wouldn't put it past them just for 311 being too close to 9/11.
Also, one of the people at Clear Channel is making this list is like, man, fuck 311. Amber's the color of your fuck you.
That is an awful song.
Ooh.
So ACDC has a bunch. And like, again, is it just because like some of these songs I'm like, is it just because this is the type of music you would listen to right before you fly a plane into a fucking building? Would you like shoot to thrill?
Yeah, sometimes
Like,
Fucking
I
back
guess-
in black.
Yeah.
ACDC would, if I was flying a plane, ACDC came on, I would kind of be like, fucking end this.
Amazingly, Back in Black is not on the list. What is on the list is Shot Down in Flames, which, okay, get it.
Hold a second, want to go like, down in flames.
I don't know.
Shut down.
Shoot to Thrill is on there.
Shoot the thrill.
Which I guess, okay, shooting. But they didn't shoot anything.
Shoot the thrill.
Dirty Deeds is on there.
Dirty deeds.
pretty good, right?
We should just make an AC/DC parody song that's just singing the names of the
It's all
titles
the
of
same.
their songs.
Well, like somebody asked Angus Young in an interview that was like, "What's it like to be like internationally acclaimed for making the same song like fucking 300 times?" And he was like, "Feels like money.
Yeah, and dressing like a schoolboy. and
Feels like
skipping
I
across
have a
stage.
lot of money."
They've also got a Highway to Hell.
Highway to hell. All right, gonna stop.
You know how that one goes.
I know how that one goes.
TNT, Hell's Bells. So I mean,
We can't like slide past it. Hell's Bells, whatever. You got to do the TNT thing.
TNT.
No, that. Fuck, never mind.
Done dirt cheap.
TNT done dirt cheap.
Cause I'm dirty deeds.
I know why this one was banned. I know exactly why this one is banned. I looked at it for a second. I was like, what? Alanis Morissette, Ironic.
Ooh.
Because one of the verses is the guy, Mr. Play It Safe.
Yeah, it's a
Wait,
Which
what's that line?
Mr. Play It Safe
And
was
as the
afraid
plane
to
crashed
fly.
down, he thought,
Oh.
"Well, isn't this
Yeah.
nice?"
It's Mr. Play It Safe was afraid to fly. He packed
It
his
Suitcase, kissed his kiss goodbye.
Yeah. He waited his whole damn life just to take that
Take
flight.
that flight.
And as the plane went down, he thought,
down.
well, isn't this nice?
And isn't it ironic?
Isn't it ironic?
Don't you think?
I don't think that's irony.
It's not. None of those songs are
Yeah.
ironic. It's like rain on your wedding day. That's just weather.
That's
There's nothing ironic about that. Would have been like it's like rain on your wedding day that you specifically sat in an arid desert area because it very rarely rains there, and you spent extra money, and then it rained for like 2 weeks.
He waited his whole damn life just to take that flight. And as they pulled out the box cutters, he thought, well, fuck.
Well, fuck.
Joking. Fuck.
Alice in Chains has a bunch. We were just talking about Alice in Chains. So Rooster is on there. Why is Rooster on there?
Oh, we ain't gonna die.
You'd think that would
No.
be transformed into some like patriotic.
Ain't found a way to kill me yet.
Yeah.
You know, you think
Ain't
the opposite.
found a way to kill me.
It's a Vietnam song.
That's
I
a
don't
pretty
know.
good Staley.
Hang on, let me try it. Oh, God, please. Oh, God, I hit it.
You fucking nailed that. Gee, you blew out the fucking waveform, but that was great.
It was good. We'll fix it in post. No biggie. It was worth it.
Help me make it through.
You know what's crazy is when Patrick and I work together, every now and then he'd bring up his like music career. He had a band back in the day.
Yeah.
That is named after a character from a Kevin Smith movie, which I think is funny.
Uh-huh.
And he would like play. You like had like a tape that you brought in one time that you played like samples of like music.
Oh, I had a because when like all the band guys we reconnected, and then Zach, our drummer, had a bunch of stuff that he was like, I'll make a Dropbox and I'll just put all the stuff in there. And so I had it like it was a fresh thing.
Right. So he played it, and I was like, "That's not you, asshole."
Yeah. Yeah.
No, actually, pretty good singer. Pretty good singer.
I'm not a. You know the thing that I sent you guys the other day where I was like, at first I'm shy and then on a podcast. I don't like being the center of attention for anything really. I'm very content to just sort of.
Recently, friend of the show, former guest, former future guest, Javon.
Oh yeah,
Javon
yeah,
Bartlett.
Javon.
He got his vows renewed with his wife, and Patrick was brought on as the champagne boy or something.
Champagne, yeah. So Riley and I were recording an episode, and I get a text from, I think Javon's wife. I think she was the one who texted me, and she was asking me if I was available on a certain date, and I was like, yeah, should be. You know, like can't think of a reason why not to be. And I was like, wow, what's going on? And she was like, we're renewing. It's our, we just had our 10-year wedding anniversary, and we want to renew our vows because she went through some stuff medically very recently. And so, and she was like, and we have something that we want you to be part of the vow renewal. They did a whole they redid their wedding ceremony. Basically.
Patrick's thinking like, oh, I get to
And
be
I was
like, you get
like-
to be like a groomsman for a renewal. It'd be
No,
cool.
I immediately was well, at first I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome. And then I was like, wait, because you remember like a couple years ago when there was the trend with like the flower guy? It wasn't like the flower girl. It was like, instead of a little girl.
No.
You don't remember that?
No, I used to cater weddings, so I avoid them
There was
as
a
much as possible.
there was a
Purple olive.
trend online. There was a trend online that was I know the Kennys. There was a trend
Yeah.
online that that it's like a full grown man with like those fucking the glasses that look like snowboard fucking
Yeah.
goggles and a mullet, and this guy's got a fanny pack full of flower petals. So instead of a little kid walking down the aisle throwing flower petals, you get some asshole to dance to fucking I don't know. Riley, sing me an AC/DC song.
What's that? Hold on, I'll just do the. I'll do the
TNT Hell's Bells.
no,
Shoot the thrill.
I'll do the I'll do the bagpipe solo from. What's that? Was that with Thunderstruck?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I can't do it.
I was waiting for you to hit that like that one, that high one. But anyway, doesn't matter. So I was like, oh my God.
Thunderstruck.
I was like, are they gonna ask me to be like the flower man? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, motherfucker.
Like
And Riley's
you're a boisterous center of attention,
Riley's-
asshole. You'd be perfect.
Yeah,
for
Riley,
this.
and we were having that conversation. He's like, oh, you are perfect for that. And I was like, I don't like to be the center of attention. Riley's wife, Magdalena's there, and she's like, well, Patrick, it's their day, and they want you to be a part of it. So what are you going to do? And I was like, obviously,
God,
I
she
have to
is
do
such
the
a
thing.
Bitch.
I know. I was like, obviously, I have to do the thing that they want me to do because it's a sweet thing to ask, and I love them so much. But damn it. By the way, postscript, because I don't think I ever gave you the update of when we did it. Because they ended up telling me, we want a champagne guy. So you're gonna have you seen the champagne guns?
No, I'm real out of the loop apparently.
So they do them at restaurants and stuff. You see like Vegas shit. So you put a champagne, you put it on the champagne bottle, then you turn it upside down so it's gravity fed. And it's basically a squirt gun, but champagne comes out of it, right?
Ooh, because it's carbonated, it'll be fucking super strong. You don't
Yeah.
even have to pump it, do you?
You don't.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like a
That's pretty cool.
it's got like a stopper in there that's airtight. So
Right down with that. You ever savor a bottle of champagne?
yes.
Yeah, I
I
have
have.
too. That's fun.
What?
You literally take a sword and
Oh.
fucking lop the top
Oh,
off a bottle.
saber. I thought you said savor.
That's what I thought at first too.
You ever savored a fine champagne?
Yes.
No, fucking open a
It
bottle of
just-
champagne with a sword.
The class level of this podcast just went up
Is it-
40
Yes.
fucking degrees.
Yes, I have.
Tell me
Indeed.
something, Patrick.
Yes, I recognize Remy Martin.
Have you ever savored a bottle of champagne? Tell me, have you?
I've got
On a yacht with your mistress?
my tattoo of the fucking the Molotov cocktail in a Dom
Oh,
Perignon
yeah, yeah,
bottle that I
yeah.
have on my arm is that's me savoring champagne.
savor a bottle of champagne.
But you
But
savor it.
anyway.
You take a fucking sword and
Yeah,
you
I'm
go,
familiar.
Yeah.
yeah, I've done
I
it
have
a
not
couple
done
times.
that.
It's pretty cool.
I've never done it. I've seen it,
Really
though.
fucking easy to do. It turns
Of
out.
course.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that was what they wanted me to do. So we get there on the day of, and I was telling Allison before we left, I was like, I need to make a stiff cocktail for the fucking 15-minute drive to their house. I need to get like a triple down between here and there. And then I because she took too long, and so we were rushing out of the house. So I forgot to make it. So we're driving there, and I'm like, I didn't bring a drink. I am not ready to perform for anybody. I feel like I'm some sort of fucking trained bear on a tricycle, just like wheeling around for people.
Just
And
want to
so-
go back to the woods so bad.
Thank fucking God they have a bar in their house. They have like one room that's just a dedicated, super nice bar,
So you're doing
fully stocked.
You do the Jackie Chan
So-
drunken master. You're just fucking pouring booze down your throat. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be hilarious in 5 seconds.
Yeah, blew the smoke cloud. So yeah, basically I was fucking lucked out because that was the groomsmen's room. So Erica was getting ready with all of
You're
her,
just
her-
pounding
yeah.
Jägermeister.
and so I walk in and Javon's like, "Hey man, you wanna?" They were all drinking like bourbon neat.
You're
He was
the
like,
fuck out of my way,
He was like, "You want a
Javon."
seriously?" He was like, "You want a bourbon? We're drinking blah blah blah." And I was like, "Bro," and I literally like walked past him and got behind the bar and started like grabbed something. I've donated several bottles to that bar, so I feel comfortable doing that. But I was like, "Dude, I need to drink more than a bourbon neat right now." And so he was like, "Well, I'll do a shot with you." So we both did shots, and then he poured me a bourbon, and then I did another shot, and then Allison brought me an old fashioned because they had a bartender at the fucking thing. And like, so by the time I went out, I was like, sunglasses on,
mullet fly.
sunglasses on, hair down. No, I think I left my hair up, and I was walking down the aisle just
Wait, so you had the
in
guns?
the air. Yeah, Yeah.
You heard the guns?
Yeah, I've got a photo on my phone.
Just
I'll show you
walks
later.
up. with, Thunder.
No, I walked out to fuck. I can't remember the song. It was a good one though.
It's the arms of the angels. But
In the arms of the
the fuck is that?
Sarah
That's,
McLaughlin.
Sarah McLaughlin.
Or Enya?
No,
No, Enya's.
No, I'm just saying maybe that's what you walked out to.
no, I'll tell you right now. Hang on, I know.
A
If you
return
guys-
to innocence.
Ça, dis-moi.
Interestingly enough, Enya's Return to Innocence was banned on 9/11
No, it was not.
because the music video has somebody flying.
Oh.
Fucking
Wow.
liar.
No, one I do know was actually banned. Was Toxicity by System of a Down.
Yeah, I think they.
Yeah.
I think they. Which yes. Why? Oh, I came
Why?
out.
What?
To,
Why'd I leave my keys?
I
upon the
came
table?
out to. I wanted to. I came out to "Bottoms Up" by Trey Songz.
He's just fucking. I see doing the the Beetlejuice like hey.
Fucking,
yeah,
yeah.
just like, ooh, hey, fucking.
I think Allison-
shot over here. Shot
Allison
over
might
there.
have a video of it. I was so like at that point I was feeling good. I
What a
was like,
fucking
"Fuck yeah."
humiliating experience.
And you're sure this guy's your friend?
Friend of the show. He's been
Yeah,
a guest on the
I
show.
was
He's
texting
good.
him this morning. So okay, let's get back to this. All the AC/DC stuff, right? No, we didn't do any of it yet. This is a redo. This is a redux.
Did we not just do a bunch of AC/DC? We did.
I think we were mostly listing AC/DC songs. I don't know which ones were.
Did we start doing them already? By the way, full disclosure, we started recording this and then we had to start over. Okay, well let's just fucking jump in.
That was my fault. Sorry.
Ironic. Yeah, we did it. We did do this. A bunch of AC/DC, or I'm sorry, a bunch of Alice in Chains. So Rooster, Sea of Sorrow, Down in a Hole. I get down in a hole.
in a hole.
I
I
still don't
get
get
down in the hole.
Rooster.
I don't get rooster.
Rooster.
Roosters don't fly.
Yeah. Well,
Actually, they can.
again, it seems like something that
Short distance.
the burgeoning patriotism after
Yeah.
9/11 that they would have latched on.
But it also, you know what? I bet you it's because it would be a great song to like put over a montage of the desolation of 9/11.
That is also true.
I found a way to kill me, and you see all the people walking through the fucking.
But I
debris
could
and
also
shit.
see that being like somebody putting that together, like the immediate post fucking 9/11 like
Yeah.
footage, and then that fucking ain't find a way to kill me yet, like using that as like a fucking flag waving in the background, like
That's what I'm
We
saying.
ain't
Yeah.
gonna die.
yeah,
Yeah.
he
I
ain't
don't know.
gonna
I don't
die.
get that one. I wonder why.
Also Alice in Chains, Them Bones, which is a fucking bang.
That is a fucking banger.
Ah!
Ah! Dun, dun, dun. I feel so
How about this one?
alone.
How about this one?
Gonna fly fucking plane into a building.
Tell me if this makes sense.
Huh.
Alien Ant Farm, Smooth Criminal. Not Michael Jackson,
Not
Smooth
MJ.
Criminal.
It's
though.
just Alien Ant
Ow.
Farm.
And that's what I'm saying. So like it's so arbitrary. Like, is it because it was just kind of like a beat, like you know what I mean? Like I don't get it. But Michael Jackson, Smooth Criminal is not on the
Annie,
list.
you okay? Well, yeah. What the fuck? What's the deal there?
Was one of the terrorist names Annie?
It was a weird time.
It was a
It
weird.
was a
time.
weird time. One of the weirdest things about that was the Alien Ant Farm Smooth Criminal was on the fucking radio.
How
Yeah,
about this
for a
one?
while.
Yeah, for a long time.
How about this one? The Bengals Walk Like an Egyptian.
Ooh.
Why?
Because
Wow.
in
Because
America,
racism
Egypt
and
and
Saudi
Sa-
Arabia are the same
What-
place.
Does it come from Saudi Arabia? Where the fuck
Mo-
did
most of those-
9/11 come from?
Most of those guys were from Saudi Arabia,
Right.
but they were working for Bin Laden, who was
You
in
know,
Afghanistan,
everyone knows that all of those countries have sand and pyramids.
and camels and brown guys
That's
with
it. It's the
funny
same.
hats.
And you, every time you go to one of those countries, you get that music in the background. There's a
With the sitar.
It just sounds like yeah, that's that's what you hear when you go there, right? Oh,
that song is kind of a banger. Although, is that song racist?
I don't know, but I
Because
remember
it's referring to the hieroglyphics, I believe, because the fucking the hand posturing in the video and shit.
I do
know?
remember being a very young boy and
I did do the gesture
Being-
here in the studio just over.
being.
You all know what I'm talking about.
Yes, we know. I do remember being very young and being like not physically aroused, but
Intellectually aroused by that part
They
that goes
look
like,
smart.
"Oh,
No, I
yeah."
remember seeing those girls and being like, they're pretty. It's like a 6-year-old kid.
Go do it, pop it.
Didn't know what I wanted to be with.
Twist
do with
it.
them,
We
but-
used to crack beers all the time on this podcast. So
How about Bare Naked Ladies, Canadian band, falling for the first time?
I like that you said Canadian band because everyone knows the fucking Bare Naked Ladies is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can start a song in your head. You ready? Yeah, it's Ben. That's it.
That was really good.
Yeah,
you
like
guys
that?
are on fire
You
with
like
your
that?
voices today.
I'm a big Bare Naked Ladies fan, actually.
Melissa
Yeah,
is
it's
too.
Ben.
I don't know the song
Chickadee
falling
China,
for
the Chinese chicken, have a drumstick and a brace starts ticking. Watching X Files with the lights on.
That
around
wa-
the
and that
maison.
right there is why I liked that song as a kid because he referenced the X Files.
Watching X Files with the lights on. We're on La Maison. I hope the smoking man's in this one.
Cool.
It means in the house.
Yeah, we all know.
You
Yeah.
did not. Oh,
I
you
did.
do
I
because
did.
you speak fucking French. Fuck you.
But I don't know the song "Falling for the First Time," but I get why
Like Kurosawa,
that's
I make mad films. Okay, I don't make films, but if I did, then have a samurai.
Jesus Christ.
I'll do the really fast part.
Oh, hold on. That part I could do. That was like, I can't help it if I think of it. I can't help it if I think it's funny when you're mad. Trying hard not to smile, but I feel bad. I'm the kind of guy who laughs at a funeral. Can't understand what I mean, and he soon will.
That's
which
the
is
pre-chorus.
a threat, I'm pretty sure.
That's the pre-chorus. Isn't there another fast
I
part?
don't know. I got a history of losing my shirt.
Fuck it. Whatever.
Yeah,
We're
it's
getting
Ben.
sidetracked.
So
Falling for the first time, I actually don't fucking think I know.
I see why that's a title that maybe would make people go oof. But I don't understand these two. Beastie Boys, Sabotage, maybe, and Sure Shot.
Sure shot.
Sabotage, I
Beastie
kind of
Boys.
get.
I
don't even know that one.
It was
Really?
a great song.
That was a good song.
Sabotage.
The beat.
That's the one. Because you can't, you won't, you don't stop. You know
'Cause
that.
You can't, you won't, you don't stop.
I don't know. I don't know that one.
All right. Well, the Beatles have some. They've got A Day in the Life, Lucy in the Sky with the Diamonds, Ticket to
Lucy
Ride.
in the sky with the diamonds.
Hey, Lucy in the Sky.
Lucy in the sky with the diamonds over here.
Ticket to Ride. Why is Obla Di Obla Da banned?
Because life doesn't go on, brah.
Oh, is that the reason why? I don't give a shit about the Beatles. I hate the Beatles, so fuck them. They should just be banned in general.
Wow, what a fucking hater.
Damn.
Did you know
I know.
that Patrick is a hater? He's a hater ass bitch.
Yeah, I've come to realize that. In
Yeah.
the,
he's
couple
like,
months I've known him.
especially with music, fucking
I am a fucking
notorious hater.
I really am.
Yeah.
I try not to be such a bitch.
Well, our
but
last
sometimes I'm
episode,
just
he went-
bitchy.
Last episode, he went fucking super hard on Hole, probably just because I like Hole. And he's like, nah, fuck, they suck.
No, I've never liked Hole.
Sure, yeah.
And I was like old enough to give a shit when they were the very short time they were relevant, mostly because Courtney Love was married to Kurt Cobain. Fuck Hole. We're not getting back into this. Billy Joel, only the good die young.
Damn.
Uh,
You know what that song's about?
Of somebody young dying.
That
and
is a
being
song.
good also.
That song. All the lyrics of that song are a guy trying to fuck a Catholic schoolgirl.
Oh fuck yeah.
It's a somebody telling a Catholic schoolgirl. Was it? Come on, Virginia, don't let me wait. You Catholic girls start much too late.
Oh, that's right. He does
Yeah.
say that.
Sooner or later, it comes down to fate. I might as well be the one.
Thirsty ass boy.
So, come on and drink my cum. Here, here.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the original version is only the good drink cum. That's it.
Yeah, that's that was only his
that was the
producer
first
heard
time it
that.
was censored.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
And then they just cut it out
switched
altogether.
Yeah.
So Black Sabbath has a couple War Pigs, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. That doesn't surprise me. Blue Oyster Cult, Burning for
Not Don't Fear the Reaper?
Burning for you.
No. Burning
Yeah.
for you though.
I would, you know what actually would probably be, unironically, what song should probably have been banned from Blue Oyster Cult?
Huh.
Come on. Go Go Godzilla. 100%.
I didn't even realize that was them.
That's a
I-
fucking great song.
I knew that was them, but I think that was so far in the recesses of my brain that if you would have asked me who sings that song, I would have.
Blue Oyster Cult,
Yeah.
I think underrated.
Yeah.
Underrated band. But yeah. Go Go
I agree.
Godzilla.
See,
Talks
so
about
So here's a good example. Hang on. Here's a good example right here. Knocking on Heaven's Door. Both the Bob Dylan and the Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses.
We don't play them, right?
Right.
Smooth Criminal, just Alien Ant Farm. Fuck him. That guy shaves a line down the middle of his fucking head instead of parting it.
I wonder if there was
Fuck 'em.
like
They do a cool like variation on the chorus in that song at one point.
They did a good cover of that
Yeah.
song.
I wonder if some of these that we're not quite understanding were like people speaking out,
yeah, fucking Alien Ant Farm sucks.
No. I mean, like maybe the guy from Alien Ant Farm is like, well, maybe we shouldn't, bomb all the people in turbans or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, you're banned.
It could have
Fuck
been.
you.
It could have been like fucking.
That's what I'm
how
saying.
the
Like maybe that's lost to
like
time.
the
and-
Dixie Chicks got banned,
Yeah. Oh,
right?
fuck.
This just in.
wait, this is only a
the
few days
lead
after
singer
that,
from Alien Ant Farm loves Al Qaeda. Was that Al Qaeda? No, that was the Taliban. Which one was it?
Al Qaeda.
Was that Al Qaeda?
Al Qaeda.
That
I
Al
think,
Qaeda.
I think it is actually pronounced Al Qaeda.
Okay, well, whatever. How about Bruce Springsteen?
Born in the USA.
I'm on fire.
Ooh.
Ooh, I'm on fire. Also, Bruce Springsteen going
Hey,
down.
little girl, is your daddy home? I need you to wear this exploding vest.
Also, a song about fucking young girls.
yeah,
Um,
that's another one.
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
these
little
guys
girl,
don't
is your
stop.
daddy home? Or did he go and leave you all alone? I've
What
got
the
a bad desire.
It's so horrible.
Maybe some of these are better off banned.
If you listen,
yeah, maybe.
And I'm not much for
I like
censorship.
Springsteen actually.
I don't get why it
Eh.
took so long
Thunder Road
for
great song.
bands to realize. Let's not use "little girl" in the lyrics if we're talking about fucking them.
Yeah, they were doing that up through the 80s.
Yeah,
90s.
I think it's
Was there 90s shit?
Probably,
usually it's like or
definitely in the 80s.
in
For
the
sure.
80s. Yeah, you get like fucking hair metal bands that are all she's only
Yeah.
17.
yeah.
You know, but like
Warrant.
when
Was
you
that
get
Warrant?
yeah, it's Warrant. Yeah, Cherry Pie.
Yeah, they also did Cherry Pie. She's my cherry pie.
Also 17. I'm a creepy guy. But like, so like, there's this thing. Apparently, I don't know why this is the case, but apparently, everyone pre 1950 was a pedophile. Like, if you watch like fucking Shirley
Well,
Temple
that's why
movies,
I think it might have gone into the 90s because Aerosmith was still putting out
yeah, they're doing like
songs in the 90s.
yeah. As time goes
Fucking-
on, you get like Bruce Springsteen who's starting to age in the 90s. You know, it's like
What
putting that
did
kind
we
of
say
shit
about
out.
Aerosmith?
Aerosmith's a
Uh,
creepy,
are
creepy,
terrible.
band.
Yeah, fuck them,
They're
right?
a bad band, and
Ugh.
Steven
Yeah,
Tyler's
bad.
gross.
Super bad, real bad.
If anybody wants reference, go watch the video for the song "Ragdoll" by Aerosmith.
Yeah, that's his fucking daughter.
Actually, that's not her. No,
is that Alicia Silverstone?
no. It was before that.
Oh,
Ragdoll was one of their 80s hits. You know the song?
no, I don't.
Ragdoll, living in a movie.
Oh,
yeah.
And then a little cutie. Daddy's little cutie.
Daddy's little cutie.
So fine. I never want you leaving out the back door or some shit like that. I don't know the lyrics. But the fucking
So all the gross shit in music is Aerosmith's fault. is what
a
you're
lot
saying.
of it.
Okay.
Steven Tyler did a lot of it.
Fuck that guy.
yeah, quite a bit. But yeah, no, like fucking contemporarily, you can't say the shit that like Bruce Springsteen, I'm on fire. You would never be able to fucking say that stanza in a contemporary song, right? But Bruce is like what, pushing 40 or something by the time that comes. song comes
Probably,
out.
yeah.
So like he grew up with just fucking creepy, like super young girl content everywhere. If you ever watch,
He grew up listening to Jerry Lee Lewis. He knew what was going on.
yeah, Jerry Lee Lewis was a 13-year-old cousin or something. Yeah.
Some 14, I think.
If you ever watch the video for the song "Good Ship Lollipop" with Shirley Temple,
Oh
like,
my god,
dude, when I was a kid, I just wanted, oh, it's the classic movie, whatever, you know, because I watched a lot of black and white movies when I was a kid.
Mm.
Because my fucking dad watched them. But if you watch that sequence now, it's just a little girl being unusually provocative to
Yeah.
a busload of leering, sweaty, unattractive middle-aged men.
Jesus,
And they're just smiling the creepiest possible
Gross.
smiles.
Ew.
on that
Ugh.
note, a couple of and this one. See, I think I know why this one. Cat Stevens had a couple songs.
Oh, you think Yusef Islam? got a
Yusef
couple of
Islam, because
songs?
that was
Yeah.
around the time.
What
that he-
songs?
Peace Train and Morning Has Broken.
Morning is Broken is such a good fucking song, though.
That's just a
And what
Yusuf
is it?
Islam thing.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's the
that's a
Yusef
beautiful-
I would
Islam.
100%.
That was a Cat Stevens from Tea for the Tillerman. That was like one of my favorite albums of all time. It's a
That-
beautiful song.
I mean, I don't see why it would make anybody go, "Oh God, 9/11."
Let's see. This morning has broken. And this morning I
CCR?
flew a plane
CCR Traveling
into-
Band.
Where-
That one I don't
we're
get.
we're coming to your town. We're gonna burn it down. 'Cause We're
Oh, is that
we're
what
an
they
said?
American band.
We're an American band.
I think he
That's
said
not,
we're gonna party down.
that's not Traveling Band. That's
We're-
not CCR.
What is
We're an American band is
That's Grand Funk.
Grand Funk
that's right,
Railroad?
Grand Funk Railroad. Yeah, we're an American band. Traveling Band.
Traveling band.
The Cult Firewoman. Fucking awesome song.
I actually don't know that one.
Super underrated band. The Cult?
Yeah.
Fire.
No, that's cool.
Fire.
Oh, okay, there you go. Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah, come on, little sister. You don't know that song? You
Now
know
I
that
do.
song.
Yeah, I got it.
That song rules. The Cult is like one of the more underrated 80s bands, by the way.
Yeah, I'll check them out later.
They put out a few really good songs. Dave Matthews Band Crash Into Me.
Ooh.
Wait, why Dio Holy Diver? Because the plane
Because it
did a holy-
nosedive.
Holy Dive, and it was full of guys who
Been
thought they
gone
were,
too long in the
and
midnight
it was
sea.
full of guys who were doing it for Allah.
Maybe it's the oh, I know what it is. Jump. Holy diver.
I don't know the jump part.
Jump. Reach for the morning.
Holy Diver.
You can see his stripes, but you know he's clean.
Why Don McLean American Pie or Don McLean?
Because of the
Bye bye Miss American Pie.
graphic imagery
Is
of
the-
dry levees.
Towers.
I still find that offensive.
They were drinking whiskey and rye. Whether they mixing them together? Why are you doing that? What are you doing, good old boys?
Dry is whiskey. What
I
the
know.
fuck?
That's what I'm saying. That line has always confused the shit out of me.
Saying this will be the day that I die. Maybe they're just trying to avoid death imagery. I do know that the song "Drowning Pools, Let the Bodies Hit the Floor" was also
on
banned,
there, yeah.
and that tanked their album and ruined the band. Like they fucking broke up not long after that.
I think
Because they released that album like September 1st. They got 9 days of radio
September.
play.
September 10th.
Yeah,
was
they got
the wrong
like
day to
9
release
days
this.
of radio play, and then it fucking.
I wonder if just like, especially that last chorus where it gets real slow and sad and bye bye Miss American Pie and the World Trade Centers are gone. Like that could be kind of like, oh,
What?
bye Miss American Pie. Yeah, you get it. I
It's
don't
because of
know.
the pie they served at the restaurant at the top of the second tower.
Yeah, Drowning Pool Bodies, Elton John, Benny and the Jets,
Woof.
Elton John, Daniel. I don't know.
Because it
Daniel.
looks like Daniel must be the blades in my building.
Rocket Man,
Yep.
Gotta get that
I get
one.
that one. I get that one.
Everclear, Santa Monica.
Down.
No, that's
that
a
one?
different
No,
one.
that's a different one.
I remember Everclear. I don't remember Santa Monica.
I know Santa Monica. I just can't think of Santa Monica right now. Hang on. We're going to play less than 10 seconds of it. Oh, it is that
That's
song.
right.
It is that
Ah.
song.
I am still living with your ghost. There you go.
Watch the World Die.
There you go.
Watch the World Die. That's the reason why. That's why that one got banned. It's so stupid. I mean, like, Filter, hey man, nice shot.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Some of these are real cut and dry. Yeah. I mean, it's a good song. I get why it was like we're not going to do that. Foo Fighters, Learn to Fly.
That didn't come out that long before that either.
Infiltrate America and learn to fly. Jesus great. Jimi Hendrix, Hey Joe.
Hey,
Why?
Where you go with that plane?
Going down to shoot my old lady.
No,
Try to catch around with another man.
I don't know. I guess because the
I guess the imagery
graphic
is like
graphic imagery of
I'm
violence.
going down to shoot somebody. Somebody just didn't like that song.
I shot him.
I got a gun and I shot him.
Frank Sinatra, New York, New York.
Oh,
It's up to you, New York.
if you can land it here.
Oh, God.
Oh, We're
See,
getting canceled.
This one doesn't make sense to me. The Gap Band, you dropped a bomb on me.
Yeah,
You
what the
dropped a
fuck?
bomb on me, baby.
baby.
You dropped a bomb on me.
Shit.
You flew a plane on me, presumably because you were out of bombs. You flew
Jet
the
fuel
plane.
don't melt steel
Oh
beams.
my god. Green Day, Brain Stew.
Which one's Brain Stew?
I think that was the one that came in at the end of Time of Your Life. Remember, Time of Your Life is the real acousticy, like
that was
and then it goes.
Time of Your Life. Time of Your Life was like was everyone in my generation's like fucking
Graduation
song. Yeah.
Fuck.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the
So
road.
interesting. That was like that went on for years.
That one should have been banned.
The year before me,
Yes.
the year before me
Yes.
had that song, and like the year that it came out, or a
Uh-huh.
year or two after it came out, the year after me had it. Ours, because of the year I graduated, Prince, Party Like It's 1999.
Fuck you. That's a better one.
Were either of you wouldn't have been here. When did you come to St. Augustine?
93.
93. So do you remember when WFCF did, they took off a month for like a
fucking-
month?
More than a month. It was
It was like-
supposed to be
yeah.
a month. It was several months. They had a station that just played that
The
song
college radio.
over and over. And it wasn't, no,
Wow.
it was a different one.
It was FCF. I'm fairly certain.
I think it was a different
Because it was for like the winter break or something.
I think it was 97.9 or something like that.
I don't Anyway, some radio station around here played going into 2000.
Over and over.
Like
and
on a
over
loop
and
for
over. Yeah.
at least a month. I don't know how long.
Yeah. I feel like it was longer than that, but yeah. Anytime you tuned in, you could hear Party Like It's 1999. It just, no commercials, nothing. It just played it over and over.
Mine
and over
would
again.
actually be probably more likely to be Party Like It's 19. Hold up. It is from Millennium. Will Smith's
Stupid.
Will Smith's Millennium.
Nope.
Will Smith is a fucking brilliant rapper. He's got like 11 Grammys.
How about James Taylor, Fire and Rain?
Well, we got to
That
talk
one's
later about
tough.
that.
I seen fire.
about
I
Millennium?
seen rain.
You don't
No,
like-
not Will I Am. I don't have anything against Will I
I
Am.
seen a bunch
Will
of Muslims
Smith is a
get
terrible
into
fucking
a
rapper.
plane.
Excuse me? Say Will Smith is a terrible rapper?
Oh,
I did. I mean, I thought we saw eye to eye on most things. We just had our conversation yesterday.
You know how I feel about that?
How?
Nah, 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 nah.
I'm glad that nobody's gonna hear what I did while you guys.
Yeah,
were
I
having
heard
that.
what you were saying.
Wait,
I heard
I
what you
didn't.
said.
I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I saw a bunch of Muslims get on a plane. Oh my god.
We here at the Delete Everything podcast would like to say that the tragedy of 9/11 is not to be taken lightly,
No.
but everything surrounding the actual events is, because it was like 24
The
years
list
ago.
of
Man. Come on,
the
give me a fucking
listen.
break.
The list of these songs.
If Pete Davidson
is-
can make jokes about it, we can.
the list of these songs is what we're laughing about.
Didn't Pete Davidson's father die? in 9/11?
Exactly.
Jerry Lee Lewis, Great Balls of Fire is on the list.
Good.
Strangely enough.
Why that one?
Why John Lennon? Imagine.
Imagine
Yeah.
there's no airplanes.
John Mellencamp's got a couple. Crumbling Down and I'm on Fire. I don't know either one of those.
Mm-mm.
Jesus, Judas Priest, Some Heads Are Gonna Roll. Kansas, Dust,
Dust
in the
wind.
There was actual literal dust in the wind.
I want to see the montage with that.
Corn, Falling Away From Me.
Ooh.
Which one's that one?
Ooh. I don't know.
I know.
Is
it was
that the
popular.
boom? Back to boom?
I don't think so.
Aren't
Is
they
that-
all the boom, da, back, da, boom?
Is that-
Oh.
Is that that one?
I don't know. I don't know that one.
You'll never see me. We gotta fast forward it.
I'm gonna fly a plane into
I don't know
the
this one.
World Trade Center.
I don't know that one.
Don't dare be caught by the fly plane.
Oh boy, Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin band. Lenny Kravitz.
No
Fly
Stairway?
Away. Lenny Kravitz. Yeah, no.
Bummer.
Damn Muslims ain't going to. They take the stairway down.
Did you get
Take
my
it down.
Did you get my joke just then?
Yes, I did.
Fuck yeah.
I got it.
Lenny Kravitz, Fly Away.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Fuck Lenny Kravitz too.
I want to get away. I want to fly away.
Yeah. I wanna get away.
How about Limp Bizkit break stuff?
Jesus Christ.
Just one of those days.
Boo. Limp Bizkit sucks. No Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, fuck Limp Bizkit too.
Like bands that I will not listen to include Limp Bizkit,
What
Jimmy
the fuck?
Buffett, and fucking Bush.
This one makes
good
no
with all
sense.
of
This
those.
this one right now is the most highly contested, hands down for me.
Okay.
Louis Armstrong, what a wonderful world.
You want to hear
What
that
the
shit
fuck?
after your whole family just died on 9/11?
Nobody whose family just died in 9/11 is listening to the
see.
radio.
By that logic,
Babies crying.
what music is
I
acceptable?
watch them fall.
You can't have sad shit. You can't have happy shit.
Yeah, exactly. Just fucking go. Just put your head down.
Dirty policeman, firefighters do. I want to, you don't ban Satchmo. Fuck you. Clear Channel. Leonard Skinner, Tuesday's gone. Did that happen on a Tuesday?
Ooh, must I have?
Ooh.
I don't know. It's a good song though.
It was a day.
I don't like Leonard Skinner
It
much,
was
but
a
that's a good
weekday.
song.
It was a weekday. I know that.
Tuesday's
I was a-
gone with the wind.
I was a sophomore.
It was a Tuesday.
I was
All
a
right, there you
sophomore
go,
in
yeah.
college. Yeah. I was a sophomore in college when that happened.
Uh,
Megadeth's got a bunch of them.
Just the band Megadeth.
Yeah.
It's good.
Metallica, Seek and Destroy, Enter Sandman, Fade to Black. They're all out. Get them out.
Get him out of here.
Neil Diamond, America. Nina, 99 Red Balloons. Can't do that one.
says Luftballons.
Yeah.
why?
99 Luftballon. I don't know.
Did the Goldfinger version get fucking banned too?
Nope,
No.
apparently not. And that was definitely all the way already out. at
Oh
that
hell
point.
yeah, that was a great song. That was
Ba-ba-da-ba-bum.
Big Buzz. It's a good cover.
9 Inch Nails, Head Like a Hole.
Hmm.
Can't play it. Ozzy Osbourne, Suicide Solution. I get that one.
Mm.
Pat Benatar, Hit Me With Your Best Shot.
Yeah. Well, Pat Benatar actually will not still to this day perform that live
Pat Benatar, Love is a Battlefield, though. Why?
because we are strong. No one can tell us we're wrong. Searching our hearts for so long, both of us knowing love is a battlefield.
Oh my
Obviously,
God.
those are lyrics that the terrorists
They were chanting that
were
they were all
chanting their-
holding hands, chanting, "We are strong. No one can tell us we're wrong."
Fuck.
Paul McCartney and Wings, Live and Let Die.
Yep, that's a good one.
Eh.
When you were young and young.
Is it though? I mean, by the way, Guns N' Roses version not on here.
But if this ever-changing world in which you live in which you live in, which you live in,
If the name of the song was Kill and Let Die,
makes
then
you give up and die,
Ba-na-na. Okay,
learn
fine.
how to fly.
Peter, Paul, and Mary, Blowing in the Wind, and Leaving on a Jet Plane.
Leaving on a jet plane, I get. Don't know when I'll be back again.
I don't know either. Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight. I mean, that one's talking about sort of a nondescript tragedy. So
Yep. Specifically
Saw
about the
you
time,
there,
specifically
you were
about the time that-
flying.
the time that Phil Collins watched someone get drowned
Yeah.
to death.
Yeah,
Was the first time,
the hurt doesn't show,
but the
but
plane,
the plane
still goes.
Fuck! You beat me to it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my god. Pink Floyd, Run Like Hell. Pink Floyd, Mother.
Why
Whatever.
Mother?
I don't know.
I can't question every single one of them. I really don't get some of these.
Queen, Another One Bites the Dust. I get. Killer Queen, I don't.
Killer
He's a
Queen.
killer.
Queen, gunpowder, dynamite with a laser. Did they use
Right.
laser beam? It's because the government used a laser beam.
I was
Because
Jewish.
jet
To
fuel
melt-
doesn't
yeah.
steel
It was
beams.
Jewish space
You guys
lasers.
ever?
Did you just solve 9/11?
I was living in New York, not during 9/11, but like I lived in New York like 2006.
The next one's good.
So I was there for like the 5-year anniversary. And I remember I went down into the subway one time and there was this guy giving out a bunch of free DVDs of like documentaries, like kind of subversive knowledge stuff. Like Who Killed the Electric Car, and like Loose Change. If you ever
Mhm.
saw Loose Change, it's like the 9/11
Yeah.
conspiracy documentary. Pretty
Yeah.
fucking cool documentary actually. But
I don't like documentaries like that.
me neither. They're very, very slanted, very, very
They
lean.
are.
Yeah.
They leave out pertinent information.
Yeah,
so
in
that
order
at
to
the
like slant the view of the.
so that at the
yeah.
end of it you're like, whoa.
I don't
holy
like that.
Shit.
That's
And
the
it's
reason I
like,
don't fucking watch like
you
CNN
skipped
or
over
Fox News or
things.
any shit like that anymore because the slant of the
Yeah.
slant of any sort of like informative media is I think it's like inexcusable, really.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not including all the information, then fuck you.
Reuters, baby.
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
Reuters
exactly,
guy.
Yeah, even though they kind of fuck up
AP.
these days sometimes.
Associated
Um,
Press.
But Loose Change, I remember they have this bit that's like talking about the analysis of the steel beams melting. That's where that comes from. And like the beams, you know, they don't, jet fuel only burns at this temperature, and then they're not going to melt. And I remember thinking about it and just being like, well,
You don't need them to melt.
no, it does. It's not about it.
The hotter they listen, you get them hot, really hot.
Hear me out.
How do you think people bend steel?
yeah,
they don't
just-
melt it all the way down.
Yeah, hear me
you
out.
get it hot and you bend it in half.
Okay, when the fuel burns, it burns at a hot temperature, right? That never will ever reach the temperature that a furnace sucking air and burning consistently for hours is going to reach. When you start a fire and you throw like gasoline on it and light it, that fire is nowhere near as fucking hot as it's going to be in an hour when all of the coals are fucking like at peak temperature. That's crazy.
Strangely enough,
I remember seeing that and I was like 20,
you made me
I was
think
19 years old. I was like, this is fucking horse shit.
you made me think of this when you said when you start a fire. Billy Joel, we didn't start the fire. Not on here. Only the good die young on here.
Well,
Strangely.
because we didn't start the fire.
It was always burning since
We
they
didn't
flew
light
those
it.
planes in.
We didn't light it and we tried to fight it.
That is true. That's true. Okay, fine. I get it. But still. All right. So we've made it all the way through the cues. We're starting ours here, right?
Okay.
First R band, Rage Against the Machine.
All of them.
All of the songs.
It says that on there.
It
All.
literally
All.
all Rage Against the Machine songs. Clear Channel said, "Don't play a fucking Rage Against the Machine song."
Wow.
Fuck you! I won't do what you tell me.
But that's like.
Stop the plane! Fuck you! I won't do what you tell me. That's more Indian. Land the plane, please. I have a family. Fuck you! I won't do what you tell me.
And then they're gonna crash like freedom.
The pilot as he's Jesus. Oh my god. Okay. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Aeroplane.
It should have been all songs.
It should have been just for the public.
Are you a Chili Peppers hater?
Yeah, 100%, 110%.
I have become one.
I hate
Yeah,
the very
that's the thing is like when
Firstborn Unicorn. Get the fuck out of here.
He's never been a good
Firstborn
lyricist.
Unicorn.
Hardcore soft porn.
By the way, have you ever like looked at any Red Hot Chili Peppers song post like 2000? I will say this. Anthony Kiedis writes a whole fucking book for a song. I played like very briefly in like a cover band and the
Red Hot Chili Peppers
no,
cover
no,
band?
no, 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 no. We did other songs too. But
Was it called Sweet Hot Chili Peppers? Was it Blood Sugar Sex Magic?
it was Sweet Ass Daddle Peppers. If you guys don't know, this area of Florida grows a specific pepper that
God,
you can really
how
only
much
get here. And
fucking
it's called a
history
daddle
are
pepper.
we doing here?
And daddle peppers are delicious. Anywho, they also banned Under the Bridge. Why that one? Because I don't ever want to feel like I did that day.
Yeah, it's just kind of a
Probably
bummer song.
summer
It is a
mood.
bummer song.
It's
Yeah.
not- I'm
That
noticing
era,
a trend.
that era of Chili Peppers, I thought were good.
I was okay with
The
Under
blood,
the Bridge.
blood sugar sex magic
That-
era,
I liked
fine.
I liked stuff even into like I liked the song Can't Stop and some other stuff off of that album up to that point. And then they released that stupid fucking double album.
Stadium Arcadium.
Yeah, fuck that album.
That,
And
And that
my-
was like the resurgence too, because they were gone for a few
they were,
years.
yeah.
And like, and this was, if anyone remembers, it was like 2000.
Snow is such a
3.
stupid fucking song.
It's
don't know that
fucking bad. It's all bad.
Yeah, it's all bad. And like not only were they like getting bad, but like I can't listen to him anymore after hearing like how much of a creep Anthony Kiedis apparently
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey,
He's
man,
by the
kinda
way,
ruined it for me.
did it go into the 90s? Yes, it went into the 2000s because I'm pretty sure off of Stadium Arcadium, there's some little girl shit going on
so
in those albums.
Aerosmith
Yeah,
passed
that
the
was
torch.
that song, fucking
to
Danny
the Red Hot Chili
California. or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a name like Danny California, little bit of bone, and I'm gonna fucking bone ya.
We didn't know the truth
She didn't
was
know
there,
anything
now,
more than
but
poor.
now.
She didn't know there was anything more than poor. So I'm gonna fuck you because I'm Anthony Kiedis, lead singer, but I don't play any instruments of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Let's see what else. REM.
Simultaneous release. That's what he says in that song. I was
Yeah.
like, that.
Simultaneous.
Jesus Christ.
California.
He just.
rest in
It's.
peace.
I believe that that part of that song is him saying that he just fucked her to
Yeah.
death.
But wait, maybe not because I'm your preacher, you're my priest. Priests can only be men in the Catholic Church. Wait, no, never mind. Lutherans have priests too, and those can be women. Never mind. He fucked a Lutheran priest, female, and they came at the same
rest
time.
in peace, because I just fucking
I just
dicked you
tore up that pussy, girl.
That's Anthony. That's your
Rest
Anthony
in,
Kiedis.
hey, I'm Anthony Kiedis. Rest in, hey, little girl, come over
Hey,
here.
California.
We-
Gonna bone ya.
You ever heard of California? I made 48 songs about it. I'm Anthony Kiedis.
Oh fuck.
Meet my friend Flea and the guy who looks like Will Ferrell.
The drummer. What's his name? Chad.
Chad
Chad
something.
Smith.
Chad Smith.
Let me guess from REM, Losing My Religion.
No, it's the
No.
end of the world as we
Oh,
know it.
okay.
Oh, that's
Wow.
that's clear.
And I feel fine. Let's
Leonard
see.
Bernstein.
So saliva, click, click, boom, which strangely enough, didn't that end up getting used for like an army recruiting commercial
Probably.
or Marines? But
yeah.
probably sounds more like Marines
Sounds like it was in a Fast and Furious.
for sure.
Click, click, boom.
And
Saliva.
probably
What
got
a terrible
probably got
band
used
name.
for fucking probably got used for like a commercial for a video game. I'm sure that
Right.
one of the Call of Duties was like, "Fuck yeah, man! You ever heard of Saliva?" Santana, Evil Ways.
I hate Santana.
Really?
I don't
Yeah.
like Santana either. Thank you.
I don't like Santana mostly because it's all built around Carlos Santana's guitar ability, which is technically very proficient.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's also completely soulless. Like just fucking, there's no. I swear to God, dude, if
He
you
plays
listen to it,
Latin music. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
yeah, but it is the most technically proficient without like any sort of freestyle at all. Carlos Santana doesn't jam.
No,
He does
okay.
not jam. He plays specific notes to
Whatever.
perfection, which is like tech. I mean, I understand that it's good, but I don't feel anything from it. And I love Latin music. Like that to me, that's fucking it. You start off like a good Latin beat, and I'll just start fucking moving. But yeah, Santana, I get nothing for him.
We've got another bridge reference.
Yeah?
Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't get that.
I'm
Did something happen on a bridge that we don't know about?
Is there a bridge thing?
What was it? United Flight 93 that went down in
No, that just hit.
was it 93 that went down in
Yeah, but it just landed in a field.
Landed in a field, right?
Yeah.
Is there a bridge at the Pentagon?
Ooh.
Smashing Pumpkins, Bullet with Butterfly Wings.
Ooh, I can see that.
The world is a vampire. Boom, 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 boom. That one's okay.
Here's a plane.
How about Soundgarden's got a few. Blow Up the Outside World, Fell on Black Days, and Black Hole Sun.
Ooh, I mean, fell on black
if
days.
you and Magdalena had a child, you could have a black half son.
Wow.
Black half son.
From a cum.
Fucking knew it.
Teach him to fly a plane. Black holes. Black half son.
Okay.
Okay. Stone Temple Pilots, Dead and Bloated.
Yeah, fair.
If I'm noticing a trend, it's just like anything.
Anything death.
Yeah.
Or anything. Or Sugar Ray Fly.
Well, that's just the Sugar Ray sucks.
Yeah, that's true too.
I just want to fly. Fly up, fly up, I don't want.
I was gonna try and jump in there, but you actually you nailed both of them.
Oh, man. System of a Down, Chop Suey, which you mentioned. Which, again, that one, there's no reference to anything.
Chop Suey.
Well, I don't think you trust my self-righteous suicide. All right,
Self-righteous
never mind.
suicide,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it. Because that was
Maybe
self-righteous
like
suicide.
I cry when angels deserve to die. You know, because like it'd be like wings, angels, planes flying. Maybe yeah.
Talking Heads burning down the house.
Eh.
Temple of the Dog, Say Hello to Heaven.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus.
That song was already like almost 10 years old. at
Yeah.
that point.
Oh, yeah. At that point, it was. Yeah, it was 10 years old.
Yeah.
Tom Petty, Free Falling.
Yeah. I can see that. Did you know? You know when that song came out? Do you
When Free Falling came
when
out?
would you guess Free Falling came out?
90-ish?
It was
89?
1996.
96. Wow.
Because like
Huh.
for the longest time, I remember growing up on like the oldies stations,
Right.
when they were still playing like fucking the Shangri-Las and shit, like
Yeah,
Leader
yeah.
of the Pack and shit like that. they would play fucking Free Fallin' by Tom Petty, like any Tom Petty bullshit from back
Some
in the day.
DJ just really fucking liked that song.
Yeah, they just didn't know. They were like, yeah, it's Tom Petty. Throw it in there, I guess. But it was like
That's
fucking
funny.
5 years old, maybe.
God damn, I was in high school when that came out?
Yep.
I'm a bitch.
Yeah, it came out, and then a bunch of people made jokes about free balling.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's because I remember doing that.
Yeah.
I have a
I remember
specific
freeballing.
memory of singing free balling,
Yeah.
walking around like in high school.
Yep.
So, okay. The Tramps Disco Inferno.
Okay.
Burn Baby Burn. I guess it makes sense,
Yeah.
but they're talking about a disco inferno, not a, World Trade Center inferno. Anyway. This one kind of pisses me off. Sunday Bloody Sunday by U2, which is already about a thing.
It's very specifically about.
It's already about a specific thing.
It's like an IRA conflict,
Yeah,
right? With,
yeah.
with the
Yeah.
Northern Ireland.
Yeah, a bunch of motherfuckers
Belfast,
died, yeah.
Belfast shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it Dublin shit? Are they Dublin
No,
guys
Belfast.
or Belfast guys?
Northern Ireland's Belfast.
Aren't U2's Dublin guys, all right?
I don't know. There's like 40 of them. I think there's like
U2?
5 guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's 5 of them.
There's Bono, The Edge, and the other ones.
I want to see his birth
Dublin.
certificate. I want to see both of their birth certificates. Yeah, I think they're Dublin guys.
The
I
Edge.
just looked it up, Dublin.
Oh
Yeah, they're
my
Dubliners,
God.
but they're doing a Belfast song. It's weird crossing the aisle.
See, this is another one that's projecting, right? The ones where it's like, well, the terrorist probably said this. Van Halen dancing in the street.
Oh,
Um,
calling out around the world. Are you ready for a brand new beat? Summer's here. The time is right for dancing in the street.
Do you think, and I'm not suggesting anyone does this because I don't want my fucking name or ideas attached to this, but the internet being what the internet is, and us living in an age where for the last, I don't know, year or so, like 9/11 jokes are, the last couple of years, more prevalent. Enough time has passed that, people do them. Do you think that anyone has taken that footage of them, waving the fucking AKs and dancing around in the streets
And done that song.
and put Van Halen to it?
Maybe.
How about Van Halen Jump? Why is that in there? You might as well jump. Jump.
Because of all the people jumping off the fucking buildings.
Oh,
Did you
fuck.
not get that when I did Holy Diver earlier and I
Yeah,
said jump,
no-
jump?
Yeah, and the No Stairwell one too.
God damn.
Um,
No stairway, bummer.
that's the last.
that was-
of the,
that-
That's the last of the good ones.
It was a Wayne's World reference, the No Stairway.
Oh well, they
God
also,
damn it, you didn't get it.
they
You didn't get it
also-
when I said it.
well,
in
no,
Wayne's
a lot
World-
of them had to jump because the stairway they couldn't.
In
access
Wayne's
the
World,
stairway.
yes, yeah.
He has the
but
dream guitar.
Here's how good my fucking joke was. You said that you couldn't get down the stairs because of the troubles, and then in Wayne's
troubles
World,
were in
he
Ireland,
goes
not
to
in New
play.
York.
Yeah, he goes to play fucking Stairway to Heaven, and somebody says, "No, look at the sign. It says no Stairway to Heaven," and he says, "No stairway, bummer."
I haven't seen that movie since
Fuck you!
What
It
year
was
did it
such
come
a
out?
good joke, and you said you got it.
1991. Sorry.
You know what would have helped all of this?
What?
If Mark Wahlberg had been there.
Yeah, if he'd been there, things would have been different.
That is actually a Mark Wahlberg in context.
That's
Yeah,
what
I
he was
love that
talking
you
about.
brought
Yeah.
that back.
I don't know if I've been there.
If I would have been there, I got my family on the
There'd
plane.
be a lot of blood, a dead terrorist.
Jesus Christ.
Things would have been different.
Well,
I'd have
that's-
taken the plane. I'd have flown it into the other planes. I would have saved. I would have jumped out
would've
with
jumped
my
out with my
child in my
family.
arms.
in my arms. All right, that's the end of that.
All right, bye.
Bye.